live now. Hello everyone. If you hear me or if you don't, because I do not have any viewers since I just started the stream, I am trying something a little bit new today with the whole music thing, and hopefully I can get somebody to let me know just how that sounds, if it's at the appropriate volume, or if it needs to be turned up or turned down. In the meantime, we are in Thunder Bluff right now, on our way to level 20. We're doing some quest turn-ins from Wailing Caverns that we did last night. If you guys are just joining in, hello. Please let me know if the music is screwed up, if it's too loud, or if it is too quiet. I have never played music in the stream before, so I am kind of just guessing what it sounds like to you guys, but I have no idea. So we have 4 quests to turn in while we're here. The Elder Crone, Leaders of the Fang. And the Glowing Shard, which is I have to travel to Ratchet for. So, last night when I streamed, we did Wailing Caverns on the stream, so that's what you're seeing. Speak with Apothecary Zamza in the Pools of Vision and Thunder Bluff. That's what you guys are seeing me cash in right now, is all the quests that we completed last night in Wailing Caverns. It was a lot of fun. The dungeon took about 2 hours total to complete. Crescent Staff as a reward. That's a very nice reward for our Warlock, right? So we are going to equip this. It has 7 stamina, 7 intellect, and 7 spirit. Opposed to our current staff that is 4 stamina and 5 intellect. It's an upgrade, and it looks kind of cool, I guess. Not really. Has a little moon on it. So let's see what is left to turn in. Deviate Hides. I need to turn that in above the entrance to the Wailing Caverns, so we will have to go back to the Barrens for that. Deviate Eradication is in the same location, so we need to go to Ratchet, and we need to return to the Wailing Caverns. For those of you that are watching, hello. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying watching the stream. If anyone could please let me know how the volume sounds, because I'm playing on the music on the stream. I've never done that before. I found a cool place where you can have non-copyrighted music, and I figured maybe it would be good for the stream. But I want the volume level to be appropriate for you guys, so it doesn't sound like shit. So let's go over here and turn in this Forsaken Aid quest. We may as well, while we're here, in Thunder Bluff. We need to clear out our bags too. We'll do all of that like when we get to Ratchet. A bit too loud? Thank you, Young Moo. How about now? You tell me. I can turn it down more if I have to, but I appreciate you letting me know. And thanks for stopping by the channel as well. Oh, this guy's underneath us in the pools of something something. I have no idea what this quest is. I know it gives some form of follow-up. I remember doing it a long time ago. It's a Silver Pine Forest quest there. We're not going to take that. That was too much? Okay. Try that. You let me know. You are the only judge I have of this, so hopefully that's good. Forsaken Aid, and the follow-up is for Terran Mill. We'll take it, but I don't really think we're going to be leveling in Terran Mill. But there's a small chance that we will. Alright, so we're all done here in Thunderbluff for the time being. And now we are going to fly to Ratchet. When we get to Ratchet, we are going to complete this quest right here, the Glowing Shard, that we got from Wailing Caverns last night. Then we are going to fly from Ratchet to the Crossroads, where we will turn in Deviate Eradication and Deviate Hides in the cave just above the entrance to Wailing Caverns. And I think that'll take us to level 20. If we get to level 20, I think we should return to Ogremar to do our level 20 class quest. That's going to be our Succubus summon to train our level 20 Warlock skills. There are a couple of important skills that we get at level 20. Summon, that's going to help us for when we're in groups. And I think we get a new rank of Immolate, if I'm not mistaken. And we also will get at level 20 Rain of Fire, which is our... Oh, I just fell. Which is our first AoE that we'll have access to as a Warlock. And that... Basically, we get a lot of group tools at level 20, but powerful group tools. AoE spell, summon spell. So for those of you who are watching, this is the Nostalrius PvE realm. I am leveling a Warlock here, mostly just for fun. I'm waiting for the Elysium launch, which is going to be January 7th. If you're not in the loop on that, it's a vanilla WoW server, much like this one, but it's going to be a fresh start where everyone is starting at level 1. On this server that I'm on currently, people are already level 60. I don't really want to jump into that. You can make it just a little bit louder, in my opinion, really just a little bit. Okay, thank you, Young Moo. Any feedback from you guys really helps, because I'm new to all this, and I'm trying to... That's just a tad louder. I just turned it up. I'm new to all of this, and trying to make things better as I go for you guys. But yeah, the Elysium server coming out on the 7th is going to be a fresh start server. And it's going to be really a way to get that experience back, right? Like when 2004, 2005, I was maybe 13 or 14 years old, and World of Warcraft had just come out for the first time, you know? It'll never be that exact same experience, because clearly the knowledge that people have of this game now, today, is so much more than it used to be. But it'll be kind of similar to it, right? Vanilla WoW on a brand new clean slate server. Everybody's level 1. Should be fun. So we're heading over to Ratchet now. I think this quest, the Glowing Shard, I think someone on the stream last night told me that I will get a blue shoulder piece as a reward for this. And that would be awesome, because our shoulders are just gray right now. We did manage to get quite a bit of loot from the Wailing Caverns. Before I went in there, I was nearly all grays. I think I had like 2 green items. And now we are more green than not, with a blue staff, a very nice blue staff. Now it's fine. Thank you so much, Young Moo. I appreciate that. We're about to get this sizzle stick too, which is a wand upgrade. We'll get a bag upgrade. So we made out pretty well doing the Wailing Caverns. I was definitely surprised to see that I had 7 quests total for the Wailing Caverns. Very surprised to see that. My memory kind of had me thinking it was 4 or 5, but to see 7 is... I mean, I wasn't complaining about it. So, we're going to speak to someone in Ratchet about the glowing shard. That's what our quest says to do. Perhaps this person here. There we go. Oh, a druid that lives on the hill above the Wailing Caverns is where I have to take it. So, all 3 of our quests are all sending us to the same location. That's perfect. Let's fly over there now and turn them in. And I'm most certain that I will be getting level 20 from turning in these quests. And that will mean I got a level and a quarter. When all is said and done, I got a full level and a quarter of another level just from running the instance, the Wailing Caverns. Not to mention the loot, which is going to increase our leveling a little bit. More intellect, more stamina, a little bit of spirit. It does help. So overall, very profitable. So we'll cash these in. We'll head to Orgrimmar, train up, and then we're going to go back to the Stonetalon Mountains. I have a lot of questing out. A lot of new quests are fleshing out the zone here, as you can see. My questie is showing me. So we're going to head back there, and we're going to start questing it out. I'm pretty unfamiliar with the Stonetalon Mountains in general. So it will be neat to quest the zone out, because it's kind of a new experience to me. I think I've quested there once before. Way back in like 2005. Typically I always do the standard route, you know, all of the barrens, then maybe to Ashen Vale or even to South Shore to do some questing at Terran Mill, right? Never really choose Stonetalon Mountains as my route. So it'll be neat to see how the quests flesh out there, how efficient they are compared to the routes I have taken in the past. If you guys have any questions or comments, please just let me know. I'll read everything that you guys say. If not, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Just doing some vanilla leveling. So the glowing shard turns in up here. Like I said, I think this gives a follow-up for some blue shoulders. That's what I was told. Bring the Nightmare Shard to Hamel Rune Totem on Elder Rise. Okay, they're green shoulders, but still, that's 3 stam, 6 intellect. That is awesome. We are going to grab those. A lot of flying around, but we're getting XP each time we stop, so can't really complain, right? Our bags are getting a little full. That's okay. So we're just turning in our last 2 quests here from the Wailing Caverns. The Deviate Hides quest, which will give us a new bag. And the Deviate Eradication quest, which will give us a Sizzle Stick wand. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Now we're level 20. That's awesome. Deviate Hides gives us a new bag. Alright. So let's take this Deviate Hide pack. You can only do that with empty bags. I have to empty the bag first before I can refill it. They changed that in later versions of WoW. Alright, so we now have a 10-slot bag to accompany our 8-slot bags. Let's equip this Sizzle Stick. And we will Hearth to Ogremar. Train our new spell ranks in Ogremar. I need to spend my new talent point too while I'm at it. I think I'm pumping into Demonic Embrace right now to get at Improved Voidwalker. Improved Voidwalker is going to help us while soloing quite a bit because it's going to improve his threat generation by a lot. Once I'm able to get 3 points in Improved Voidwalker, it'll be a lot more difficult for me to yank threat off of him, and that becomes a problem at later levels. Not necessarily right now, guys. So right now, the Voidwalker holds threat quite fine on his own, but it's an issue in Vanilla WoW that as you level up more and more and more, you will begin to out-threat the Voidwalker by quite a lot, even with his taunt, and you end up pulling aggro off of him. And the solution to that is the Improved Voidwalker talent going 3 of 3 ranks there. So I'm about 3 to 5 levels away from pumping into that. But that's our little short-term goal for a talent point. We want to max that out. And that will smooth things out for us later on in the leveling process. And speaking of Voidwalker, we're about to go see if we have any new grimoires to teach him at the Demon Trainer here. That's the Summon Succubus quest, I guarantee it. Alright, let's see. Firebolt rank 3, already known. Just quickly checking to see. Teaches the Voidwalker Torment rank 2. Yeah, he will need that. Sacrifice rank 1. I'm surprised that's not already known. Okay, so I missed a couple spell ranks on the Voidwalker, but we just picked them up. Let's get this quest. Speak to Kazel in the Cleft of Shadow. I can nearly guarantee that this is the Succubus summon quest. Now training at the Warlock Trainer. Like I said, we're going to get that Ritual of Summoning. Let's pull open a bottom right action bar. And we are going to use our bottom right action bar for very rarely used spells, and I will not keybind this action bar. You know, I have my bottom bar here, keybound, 1 through 12. I have the action bar above it, keybound, shift 1 through 12. Those are my like secondarily used spells. Not most common, but something that I do want to be bound to an action key. My pet and all his abilities are bound to control. And then on this bottom right action bar is going to be spells that very rarely are used, and I will not keybind them at all. So we learned Demon Armor rank 3, Health Funnel rank 2, Ritual of Summoning, very important spell. What's up, Poongoon? How's it going, Love Life? Good to see you. Immolate rank 2. Rain of Fire. So, I mean, level 20 is really, really looking like a key rank here. I just gained lots of ranks of very important spells here. So let's put them on our bar. We are going to put Shadow Bolt rank 4 here. And our down rank Shadow Bolt is still going to be rank 2. So this is for times when mana is tight and I only need to do a small amount of damage to the target. Instead of casting Shadow Bolt rank 1, or rank 4, excuse me, we'll cast Shadow Bolt rank 2. And that's why I have that there on the bar. We'll bind Rain of Fire to shift 6. That sounds as good as any key. Get the new rank of Immolate on the bar. What else did we learn? We learned Health Funnel to heal our pet. We'll put that on the bar. I want Searing Pain away. It's almost never used. We can actually clean up our bars a little bit like that. I think Rain of Fire will be done cast relatively often, so we'll have it on our base action bar. Let's take Unending Breath, drag it off to the side. Ritual of Summoning, drag it off to the side. We do want Demon Armor. Demon Armor replaces Demon Skin now. It's going to add some shadow resistance, and I think that's why they rename it to Demon Armor at this rank. Hey, Love Life, what are you doing? You get 2 because I forgot to put it on the stream. That's Love Life's key move, is the moon phase emojis. I am just leveling up my Warlock here on Nostalrius. Alright guys, so Devourer of Souls. Oh, here we go. This guy right here. Speak with Zangenka and Ogremar? Sure. This is the Succubus quest chain that I'm on right now, so we are just doing whatever these people tell us to do. Again, this is good practice for Elysium because I've never played a Warlock before. I don't really know how to do these quests, the class quests. At level 10, I came directly to the Cleft of Shadow, thinking that I was going to be able to pick up the Voidwalker class quest, and it wasn't being offered to me. I was really confused why. Ashenvale we're not touching. I was really confused why, and come to find out I needed to talk to someone in Razor Hill first. So, that's the kind of time that I'm going to be saving on the 7th, because I'll know immediately where to go. Speak with Gazrog at the crossroads. Alright. So, I have a quest to go to the crossroads now. So it's looking like we'll fly there, and we still need to fly to Thunder Bluff. Brucey Booge says, hello, what did I miss? You haven't missed much, sir. I'm glad to have you here. Hope you're having a good day. All I have done so far is cash in Wailing Caverns quests that I completed last night. And we're sort of still doing that. We trained our level 20 Warlock spells. What level are you? We just hit level 20. So we have our Ritual of Summoning. We have Demon Armor. New ranks of Shadow Bolt, Immolate, and Help Funnel. And we are in the process of trying to get the Succubus pet. Of course, I'm not very smart, so I don't have any soul shards on me. I always forget to stock up on those. Just like last night, I forgot to soulstone the tank, and when he died, we wiped. It's probably not very good, but like I said, first time playing a Warlock, kind of forget certain things. Love Life says Trove is actually really fun. It is. It's a lot of fun, and for a free game, I enjoy it quite a bit. Those of you just tuning in, hello. Hope you guys are doing great, having a good day. If you have any questions or comments, I will read them all and respond to them as best as I can. We still have a gray belt. Not that it really matters, honestly. Noob. Hello, MGK. Nice, never played vanilla. I started at Wrath of the Lich King. Is it worth to play vanilla if I never played it? It absolutely is. Look at that. Look at that landing, boys. Look at that landing, boys. That's some David Blaine. Look at that. That's the David Blaine landing right there. Street Magician. But yes, if you've never played vanilla before, it is absolutely worth playing. I need to speak with someone at Mazaka Jin. Where is Mazaka Jin? Oh. Conveniently enough, is in Stonetalon Mountains, which is where we're heading. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot, guys. Our succubus quest is heading us to the zone that we've already chosen to level in. I like that a lot. That's awesome. I had no idea that that was where it was going to send me, but I am pleased to discover it. So we are going to vendor right now. All of this stuff. Yeah, I know I could get more money on the auction house, you guys. But this is not my permanent character that I will be playing with all the way to 60. That one is going to be on the Elysium server, January 7th. I'm never going back into Wailing Caverns, boys. We're destroying this Serpent Bloom. R.I.P. Alright, so let's fly to Thunder Bluff and get our shoulders. Bruce D. Booge says, if I were to play, would you boost me? Well, depends what you mean by that, to be honest. I would help you out, for sure, if you needed help with anything. But to actually physically do all the work for you and get your character to level 60, probably not, I'm sorry to say, because it is a long and grueling process in Vanilla WoW. It's very rewarding, though. Very, very rewarding. You feel like you've actually accomplished something by the time you're done with it. Yep, what MGK just said right there is very much true. As you guys can see, I've been doing this little stream series, I guess you could call it, for maybe 3 days now. We can say maybe like 5 hours a day on average, sometimes more, sometimes less. And I'm level 20. That's not very far. I could probably have gotten farther by now if I'd further optimized some things. I've been talking about that quite a bit. I could probably be like level 23 or 24 by now by doing certain things differently, but that's the whole point of this character. But still, it's a long run from level 1 to 60. A lot different than Wrath or Cataclysm or MOP or anything like that. You're looking at maybe 4 to 5 times the duration of leveling. You know, in Legion, I got from 100 to 110 in 1 day. Technically like a day and a half. Fair enough, and you can say my last name as Boy. I know it's written weird, but it's Dutch. No worries. That's my boy right there. That's my boy Bruce. Bruce Boy. So, once we land here in Thunder Bluff, we are going to get some pimp shoulders. Ooh, we have not looked at them in the model viewer yet, though. This could be make or break here. Oh, boys, look at that Talbar mantle. The traditional green cone appearance of the Talbar mantle. I'll let you guys see it from all angles. It's nice. Not only do we have that appearance, but we'll also be gaining 3 stamina and 6 intellect. It's a good time to be had by all. Where do I bring this thing? The Elder Rise. Let's go. Let's cast our new spell, Demon Armor. It's no longer Demon Skin. gives us 3 shadow resistance for all those times we'll run into shadow casting mobs while leveling up in Stonetalon Mountains. The first thing we need to do when we get out back to questing is we need to get a bunch of soul shards. We don't have a health stone, we don't have a soul stone. I don't have a soul shard to summon my Void Walker. It's poor planning on my part, but we can fix it pretty quickly. Let's talk to my boy Hemal Rune Totem here. And we got the Talbar Mantle and quite a bit of XP as well. Alright. So when all is said and done, what's good all? How's it going, Clusta? When all's said and done, we've got roughly an entire level and a half from our Wailing Caverns journey. And in total, that probably took 3 hours, I would say. Maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes of the actual dungeon. We had a very suboptimal group, though. Wasn't the worst group I've ever seen. We didn't really have crippling wipes. I think we wiped entirely once or twice. But we were moving pretty slowly. And then after the Wailing Caverns group, it took about 45 minutes to turn in all these quests because they were scattered throughout Ogremar, Thunderbluff, Ratchet, and the cave above Wailing Caverns. But it was worthwhile, I'd say. Because we got a bunch of stuff. We got gloves, which have Agi, but it also has Int. What else did we get? A Sizzle Stick. We got a Crescent Staff. And we got a Talbar Mantle. So we got quite a bit of upgrades there. Bruce says, I know it is the way it is, but it looks so weird that XP gained is so low. I know. It's a whole different game than what you know. And even, you know, you could say that you played back in Wrath. So in your mind, you kind of feel like you've been playing WoW for a long time. But this right here is just an entirely different game, an entirely different experience. For the better in a lot of ways, and for the worse in a lot of ways too. We're gonna buy some milk too when we stop by the crossroads. I do have life tap and drain life, but sometimes there's still a weird scenario where I think it's better to drink the milk than to use our mana regeneration abilities. If you guys are just hopping in, hello, I'm glad to have you here. We're about to go do some questing in Stonetalon Mountains, with an emphasis on completing our Succubus quest, which is right here, News of Dogran. Low-level leveling is way more efficient on Alliance. It is, dude. The problem is, he needs some milk. Hello, Paladin. How's it going? The problem is Elwyn Forest. Elwyn Forest, in my opinion, because I've leveled as Alliance and Horde, Elwyn Forest is such an easy mode zone. You get a lot of really great quests that are grouped up in little clusters. And Westfall is pretty similar. The Dead Mines is a gold mine, but also Wailing Caverns has been kind of a gold mine for us as well, with all those quests that we did. You don't use Cartographer. Paladin, I don't have any add-ons installed right now other than Questy. I'm not invested in this character, so I'm not really going to waste an hour or two tweaking and tinkering with his UI. But with that being said, I probably should tweak his UI within the coming days to prepare for my character on Elysium on the 7th. I definitely will be having an action bar add-on. You guys are going to see how I'm using the default Blizzard action bars? My action bars are going to be streamlined right down the middle of the screen. on the bottom. The dwarf start area is faster. I've never leveled as a dwarf, and I've never leveled as a gnome, MGK. Bruce says, to be honest, I did play vanilla. My first character was a night elf druid. Played till level 5. Got bored, made an orc shaman, got it to 5. All got confusing, and then stopped until Wrath of the Lich King. Yep, it's, this game right here, you're gonna see a lot of people will get to, like, level 35 or 40, and then they're gonna give up. You start to realize that turning in a quest gives you, like, a half of a bubble of XP, sometimes, like, a third of a bubble of XP, and people get very discouraged and they give up. But getting to level 60 is just, I mean, I can't even emphasize, it's so rewarding. And a whole new game opens up for you once you get to level 62. So vanilla really is 2 games in one in that sense. There's the leveling portion of the game, and then there's the level 60 portion. Hello, Leet. Leet says, if that's the case, why was the fastest 0 to 60 time done horde side as a troll hunter? That is true. So we are just auto-running our way over to Stonetalon Mountains. We've done maybe like 15%, if that, maybe 10% of the quests in Stonetalon Mountains already. They've been really easy for the most part. We've gotten decent XP out of here, but I did not like the fact that you are constantly running back and forth through this corridor here. And it's just a waste of time to run back and forth through this long stretch right here. But there's nothing that can be done. That's the way the layout of the zone is. And I still have not made up my mind whether or not this is where I want to be heading on January 7th. That's kind of what the focus of today will be. Really getting a better feel for Stonetalon Mountains. Really getting a personal opinion on it. And also, maybe tonight, if I get to like level 23 or 22 at the very least, might do a Shadowfang Keep run. Although I'm worried I might miss some quests because we're not in Silverpine Forest. Also, what do you guys think about the music? I got music in the background. Is it distracting? Is it just right? Let me know what you guys think about that. It's the first time I streamed with music. I think maybe it adds something positive to the stream, but I'd like to hear your opinion. I definitely won't be playing music all the time, just sometimes. Speaking of which, I was looking through Joanna's guide again. He solos Wailing Caverns at 20 on his Hunter to speedrun to 60. That's insane, though. I feel like that's something he's probably perfected by doing over and over and over again, that a normie probably might not be able to do as easily. Because, you know, that guy is pushing for world's fastest 60. I'm sure he has lots of techniques that he's honed over time. My boy Bruce says it's fine. Mr. Offline 19, hello, how's it going? Alright, on our way, we need to get some soul shards. we can bring out our real pet, the Voidwalker. Well, it's Hunter, you just have to pull slowly and only attack from range, so it's easy to solo pull, that's true. And lots of time. Yup. I guess I'll put Consume Shadows to auto-cast. He doesn't... It's the Voidwalker self-heal, but he doesn't cast it while in combat anyways. He can only cast it out of combat. It's kind of a curious ability. I mean, I'm sure it's useful, but it does not help while we're in combat. There's another soul shard there. Right? Look at that, boys. Oh, I didn't get a soul shard from that one. I must have canceled it early. I was going to say, there's no soul shard in my bags. Oh, well. Keep in mind, he's getting full XP from every mob. Yeah, that's true. And I am pretty sure the XP that you get from soloing an elite is really good. Trying to cheese our way over this mountain, but I'm not sure it's going to happen, so we'll just run around the correct way. Let's close the blind a little bit so I'm not getting the full wrath of the sun on me. I believe so, Paladin. I think Joanna averages an hour per level. I'm sure, you know, in the end it's not an hour per level. That's nearly impossible, right? But makes up for it by doing speedier levels in the beginning. Alright, bring Kensla's Drought to Grunt Logmore at Camp Taraho. Okay, so this is still for our Succubus class quest. Now we have to go to Camp Taraho. But again, see, everything is paying off. All of these flight paths that we discovered, like within the very first hours of logging into World of Warcraft, we're reusing them over and over and over. We've never had to run to any of these flight paths. We've had Thunder Bluff, we've had Ogremar, Ratchet, Camp Taraho. We've had all of these from, you know, level 3. And that has been greatly to our benefit this whole time. Greatly to our benefit. Okay, so we do need to fly to Camp Taraho because we do want to get our Succubus. I forgot to buy milk. We do want to get our Succubus, but with that being said, we'll do that once we get up to Sunrock Retreat here. So we will quest our way up the corridor. We'll do Deep Moss Spider Eggs, Boulder Slide Ravine, and I think those are the only 2 on the way up. But we'll knock those 2 out on our way up there. Paladin says, is it worth going to Stonetalon Mountains? I'm level 20 in the Barrens at the moment. No, it is not worth going to Stonetalon Mountains, but yes, it is, and here's why. Stonetalon Mountains is pretty much considered to be suboptimal as far as leveling is concerned by most people, because there's a lot of running around that you have to do in between the quests. But when the Fresh Start server comes out on January 7th, the Barrens is going to be so jam-packed full of players that I'm thinking this can be a place I can go to escape all the madness. So that's the whole purpose of me questing here, is it's kind of like a retreat from where everyone else is going to be. Poongoon got around 75% of a level from just mob kills in Wailing Caverns, and 1.25 to 1.5 counting quests, but I guess Joanna may also be skipping parts of Wailing Caverns for time saving since he's only doing quests. That's true. I'm not exactly sure how he does it. I've never watched his guide before. I sure hope we can get through over here and it's not a dead end. Oh, it's looking like there's a path. That's good. Okay. As long as everyone isn't thinking the same thing, that's entirely true. As far as I'm thinking off the top of my head, and maybe you guys can correct me. So at level 20, I'm thinking there's 4 possibilities for leveling up. I could continue to quest out the Barrens, because honestly, you don't really ever need to leave the Barrens, right? The Barrens is a very wide level range. So I could continue questing in the Barrens. I also... oh, wrong spell. I also could go to Ashenvale, but I feel as if Ashenvale will be highly camped. I also can go to South Shore, but I feel like South Shore will be highly camped. Or I could come here to Stonetalon Mountains. So correct me if I'm missing a location. There's a chance that I could be. But those are the 4 that I know of. And then Arathi Highlands is more towards the late 20s, right? Late 20s, early 30s? Really can't wait for that soul bag. I think somebody told me I can get a soul bag around level 20. Maybe I get it from this Succubus quest chain. That'd be nice. Soul pouch, whatever it's called. Just to automatically put these shards in. Back in vanilla, it was a pretty safe bet. I imagine it'll be true this time too. I'm hoping so. There's a lot of people who are planning out their quest paths that I've encountered, but I mean, I still think it's probably like 5% of players. There's a lot of people who say that they're going to plan out their quest paths and then never do. So, you know, when the time comes, when they're just dinging level 20, they're going to be like, oh, maybe I should go to Stonetalon, but we're already here in Barren, so, you know, and that's kind of what I'm hoping. Alright, we've investigated this cave here. Now we just need to get the... what in the hell is this? Goggle Rock? Level 20 elite. Should we kill him? He's naked. He's a naked dwarf in the middle of this cave. We're invited to a group. Let's kill this thing. I don't know what it is. Target not in line of sight? Why? Oh boy, we got mad aggro. He's like bugged. It says target not in line of sight. Oh boy. Alright. Let's try to salvage this here. Cast our rain of fire on these mobs. Get him AoE down. Target not in line of sight. I'm right in front of him. Oh, now he's gonna come kill me. That's fair. Boy. We just got jobbed. And I didn't have a soul stone on myself like I should have. We just got jobbed bad. I couldn't even target that guy. He also says in his guide the reason he doesn't group is because people can't keep up with him. But he implies that he doesn't have a dedicated leveling group. I'm pretty sure if you have a dedicated leveling group, you'll reach 60 faster than anyone soloing who isn't a hunter or warlock. That is probably true. I couldn't target him. I don't know why. So that's weird. Oh, he says me neither. He couldn't target him either. So, I was saying the other day, yesterday, that I've gotten pretty far on Nostalrius now. You know, I guess not pretty far. Level 20 is not pretty far. And I've encountered very few bugs. Mostly it's been very, very stable, almost completely authentic to Blizzard. But I guess you can add this little bug to my short list of bugs that I've encountered. Found a rare elite mob in a cave and could not target him with spells. So we both got killed by that guy, and that's kind of sad. I mean, I should have been able to solo a level 20 elite mob. Maybe not with those ads that we pulled, but for the two of us in a party, I don't see why that would have been a problem. Just a glitched out mob that we couldn't target. Maybe we'll give it another shot. I'm not sure if that's the case. I don't feel like dying to him again. Like, who the hell is going to buy Devil Sword Leather or Arcanite before their epic mount? I'm telling you, I disagree with that. I really do. Not everybody cares about PvP. A PvPer is going to want their epic mount first, right? Because that's a distinct advantage for Warsong Gulch or for Arathi Basin. But if all you care about is PvE, I mean, the epic mount is not really a necessity. And it's hard for me to relate to these people because I've never been one. But at least 50% of players are raid loggers. They log into raid, and then as soon as the raid is over, they log off. And I don't think that those people will be putting a very high emphasis on their epic mounts. At least not initially. Of course, everyone wants to get their epic mount at some point in time, right? But I think the raid logger type of player who only logs into raid is going to be more worried about getting his armor for raiding first. Alright, we're back in this hellhole cave, boys. Let's get the Voidwalker out. We're gonna get the Soul Stone on ourselves this time, so that if we get jobbed, we'll at least be able to revive. Boy, this sun's right in my face. I don't want to shut the blind because I like having sun come in here, but alright, let's make a Soul Stone. Ooh, we don't want to Soul Stone that guy. Soul Stone our own selves, boys. Look at these guys. Alright, I don't even care about that thing. I don't even know what a Goggle Rock is, guys. We're just gonna... Yeah, look at him, he's bugged. They can't hit him with any spells. Oh, now they're dotting him up. Oh well. We missed out on Goggle Rock, what can I say? Let's get these last crystals. And get out of here. And we will be going in the direction of the deep moss spider eggs now. If you guys are just tuning in, hello, I'm glad to have you here on the channel watching the stream. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to let me know. I will always answer everything to the best of my ability. Hello there, Miguel. Hope you're having a good day. We are on the Nostalrius PvE server. Leveling up our Warlock. He is level 20 and 1/3. Although we're still enjoying the benefits of rested XP from last night. The overall goal of the day is assessing the questing in Stonetalon Mountains. And perhaps in the evening doing a run of Shadowfang Keep. I think that would be pretty fun, even if I don't have every single quest. I'm not planning on leveling in Ashenvale, but I will say that I really am a little salty that I won't be doing these quests. There's a group of quests here. Oh, I actually have a quest called Trouble in the Deeps that's trying to send me there. All of these quests right here, there's a troll camp right here that gives kill quests for Naga here. This is like a really juicy quest hub that I'm going to be missing out on. I really enjoy this quest hub, and I think it gives 2 quests that feed into Black Fathom Depths as well. But that is part of the price that we pay to level in a different zone. How's your day, mate? Much leveling? Yeah, we just got started about 45 minutes or so ago. Haven't gotten too much in yet, but my day is going pretty well. So we do need to grab these spider eggs, boys. I think the spider eggs spawn kind of rarely along this path, but very commonly in this nest over here. Now with that being said, that's a detour we'd have to make. And I already have 10 out of the 15 eggs. So maybe we can try to scrape 5 together from this trail, but it's not looking good. I don't really see any. Keeping our eyes posted for these egg sacs. An egg sac sometimes contains more than 1 too, I think. I think it can have 2 or even 3 eggs within, so maybe we can get lucky and only need to find 2 of these. Oh, this guy will aggro me if I get too close. He is a level question mark question mark. Let's just not do that. Questy says that deep moss eggs can spawn right where we are. Oh, I see one deep moss egg sac. Let's beat this troll mage to them. And here's to hoping that there's 2 or even 3 inside. There's another egg sac over there too, boys. So this one had 2 inside. We might have to kill this young pridewing that's in our way. Or we will just aggro him with the Void Walker. Because I want to beat this other person to them. Fingers crossed for a 3 pull on this one. Oh, only 2. Love Life says, after this live stream, can you play Friday the 13th? It's the last day of the beta, please. I thought the beta ended like 5 days ago, Love Life. The email that I had gotten from them said December 30 to December, not December 30, December 20 to December 23. But I have noticed sometimes when I turn on YouTube that people have still been streaming Friday the 13th. A little confused by that because my email said it should have been over a while ago. So we're just looking for one last egg sac here. I'm not sure if there's really more than just those 2 little spawn nodes, though. Oh, there's one right there. We just have to make our way through. And that'll complete our deep moss eggs. There we go, 15 out of 15. So, we have 2 quests to turn in. I think the deep moss eggs completes in Ratchet, which is not desirable. But if we have to go to Camp Tarajo anyways for our Succubus quest, it's not too far off the path. It hasn't ended. I still see people playing online with it. I mean, live streams. Yes, I'll think about it, Love Life. I kind of planned to do this tonight again. And to be honest with you, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. But there's a chance that I could end up streaming it. So let's turn in further instructions on our way to Sunrock Retreat. And guys, I have no idea what this music is. I found it on some YouTube channel called No Copyright Sounds. So it's basically music that I can play on the stream without getting in trouble. And I just downloaded a bunch of them real quick. I thought it'd be neat to try out. This is a level 27 quest. So we will be returning to this Windshear Crag again, boys. At least one more time. But first, we're going to hit up Ratchet. We're going to hit up Camp Tarajo. Oh, I have to go down into that little house. Yeah, we'll do that later. If you do play something else, it should be Trove. You sort of owe it to the club and the hard work they've done. Yes, I definitely agree with you on that one. I definitely agree with you on that one. At the very least, just for maybe like a half hour or so to see what they've built in the club world. According to Josh, they built something cool in there last night. So I'll have to check that out. Alright, so while we're here, we can pick up Cenarius' Legacy, even though it's a level 25 quest. Wow, so my Scarab Lord plus rank 14 friend from Vanilla is rolling on Nost. He's got 5 to 10 depending on how many switch from live, rolling Horde side. We've got ourselves a raiding guild. That sounds cool. That sounds awesome. Wow. Wow, Scarab Lord and rank 14. That's crazy. So let's go. Looks like I have Boulder Slide Ravine and another quest here. I have 2 completed quests to turn in. Day 7, 15-man Molten Core with fresh 60s. The server's ours. Well, if that happens, that'd be awesome. Elemental War. So these are quests in this valley area, I believe. Okay, let's see. So we're starting to get a lot of quests for our mid-20s. A lot of quests for our mid-20s that lead us into this portion of the Stonetalon Mountains. We got another quest to backtrack here. Oh, and this is to kill that Goggle Rock guy. That's that rare spawn that we saw earlier. Alright, so we are going to fly to Camp Tarajo. Or rather Ratchet first to turn in our deep moss spider eggs. And then afterwards we'll be flying to Camp Tarajo to advance our succubus quest. Alright, we're headed over now. Tabbing the game real quick, you guys, so just bear with me if the stream cuts for a second. Alright. So it looks like my friend is sending me a monitor that will allow me to stream in 1080p instead of 720. So that's awesome. Just sending him a text, thanking him for that. Alright, so we're going to Ratchet to turn in deep moss spider eggs. I'm not sure if there's a follow-up or not. I think there is. And it looks like the music stopped. I will probably just start it up again. I just have a playlist of about 15 songs on there. So, we'll start it again. I'll have a lot more for next time because I'll need about at least 3 hours or so worth of music to stream with. So quests that we have not done. Speak at Camp Tarajo. We're headed there anyways, so that's 2 we can complete at Camp Tarajo. Bring the head of Virag the Dervish. We're going to abandon that. That will never be completed. This Consumed by Hatred quest, I feel like we should finish because we only need 12 more boar tusks. We're going to be in the vicinity anyways. And we can turn that in for some quick XP. So we will be doing that. So let's mark Consumed by Hatred on our questy.
Jack it up.
Let's see what others we have. That's about it. Oh, and we do have Trouble in the Deeps for Black Fathom Deeps. That might come in handy later on in time. So I haven't really been picking up any of these new quests, guys, for the Barons. Any of the level 20, 23, 24 quests. I just have not been picking them up because I'm not really feeling that we're going to be questing here for that level range at all. Certain ones like this Consumed by Hatred will finish just because incidentally we're so close to having it done, right? We have 48 out of 60 bristleback quillboar tusks. It would be a waste not to finish this quest. So we will get it done while we're in Camp Tarajo. But after that, I really don't see us doing much more Barons questing. We used it for what we needed to get out of the early teens. And even mid-teams. Blue Leaf Tubers is an RFK quest. We'll take that. And there is no follow-up to this, but we did get some XP. And it's not too bad. It kind of sucks that we had to complete our deep moss eggs here in Ratchet. But guys, you know, all it is a flight path. It's worth it for the 2,000 EXP. And now we're headed to Camp Tarajo. If you guys are just joining in, I'm glad to have you here. We're leveling up Poongoon, our level 20 Warlock, on the Nostalrius PvE server. I am just practicing for Elysium when it comes out on January 7th, which is getting closer and closer, right? That's only 9 days away now. I will be doing a 24-hour plus live stream on January 7th when Elysium comes out. The plus is if there's people that are interested in the stream when the 24 hours is up and they want me to keep going, I will keep going. And if there's enough interest in it, I will just keep going forever. And I'm not even joking. If you guys have any questions or comments or anything of that nature, you can always type them in the chat and I will read anything that you guys put there and try to answer you. So we're finally starting to look like an actual character. We have +1 strength. What's that from? It's from our Ring of the Moon, gives us +1 strength. We have +4 agi from our gloves. Then we have 37 intellect, 37 stamina, excuse me, 28 intellect, and 8 spirit. So we're starting to put points into our actual Warlock stats for once. That Rain of Fire seemed pretty nice too. Did a decent amount of damage. Hello, Ali C. Sup, dude? I enjoy watching. I enjoy having you in the channel and watching with me. I appreciate it. So as soon as we land here, we're turning in 2 quests. And then we are headed up to Consumed by Hatred, where we will gather 12 more tusks. Don't forget, if you enjoy this Vanilla WoW Fresh Start Primer or the silky smooth patter of Poongoon, help him out by hitting that subscribe button. Thank you, MGK. Boys, why do we keep landing like this? You guys see this, right? It's only me. Everyone, oh, look, this person too. We keep landing suspended in the air. I may have to change the name of my character and my channel to David Blaine. Hello there, Quote. Quote says this WoW is incredible. I agree. I'm having a blast on it, honestly. So remember, guys, all we're doing is completing quests. Bring the drop to Dogran and the Barrens. We're headed there. We'll do that. But all these other quests I'm not picking up. Oh, that's actually... Okay, guys, that's actually our Warlock quest. So when I, said, we'll go there. No, we're going there. That's our Succubus class quest. Hey there, you have subscribe and like. Nice streamer. Thank you, Quote. I appreciate it. Holy shit, me and my friend are nostalgia tripping so hard. Yeah, I kind of am too. I'm having a blast here. Alright, so let's grab these last 12 tusks. No, we're not doing weapons of choice. That's way in the south. So we're going to knock these 2 out at the same time, guys. We're going to get the 12 tusks. We are going to bring this drought to Dogran and the Barrens for our Succubus class quest. So, a little 2-for-1 here. More than halfway to level 21 now. Could you please volume music? Absolutely, Quote. Turn it down just a tad, though. How's that? It should be just quieter on the music. You tell me how that sounds. Ali C says, for how many hours have you been playing WoW since 2004? A lot. A lot. I don't really know. If you went hour by hour, it's probably been maybe 2 years total. Out of the past 12 years, I've just played WoW. There have been times where I've taken breaks from the game, right? There have been times where I've taken breaks from the game for a whole year or a year and a half. When Warlords of Draenor came out, I didn't play it at all. So I took a break from WoW entirely for a year and a half then. MGK 2020 says, summon? What do you mean, MGK? Oh, my pet? It's probably a good idea. It's definitely a good idea. Alright, so we're going to do this quest right here only, the Dogran's Captivity, and I have a feeling that we will passively get these 12 tusks that we need at the same time. Bring the dirt-caked pendant to Ganrul, Bloodeye, and Orgrimmar. Maybe that is the end of it. Maybe that's the end of the quest chain where we'll be able to summon our succubus. MGK says, sad to think of that, isn't it? That much of your life lost to something unproductive. Yes, it kind of sort of is, but you know what? In the grand scheme of things, there are a lot worse things that someone can do other than play WoW and play video games. There are a lot of harmful things that people do. A lot of people don't play video games. They spend their free time doing damage to themselves, right? Spending all their money, doing damage to their body through various means. And I just run around in the Barrens instead. It's not too bad when you think about it. So we're just going to head back over to these other camps here to try to get these last 12 tusks. All of these Razormane Quill Boars are kind of camped right now. But that's okay, because I know there's plenty more over here. We will turn in Consumed by Hatred to get a little bit of XP, and to get a nice belt. Very nice belt. 3 stamina, 3 intellect. We'll replace our belt that has no stats on it whatsoever. And then after that, we're going to Orgrimmar. And I think we'll be able to get our succubus once we get there. That I will pretty much never use, but, you know, kind of bad if you don't have all your summons. I will be using the succubus very often for PvP, as with the Fell Hunter. But that being said, not so much for the leveling process. But I do want to get them at level. I don't want to get behind on key things such as my class quests. I probably won't be doing professions very much at all while leveling. Maybe a gathering profession like herbalism. But any side activity like that is going to impact my leveling for the worse. But I do want to make sure I keep up on my Warlock class quests. It's important. Never added up all my playtime, but I know it would be depressing, lol. Yeah. I'm sure if I did, I've had a character with 200 days slash played, and then I've had a handful of characters around 50. So I'm sure everything all added up together probably come to about 2 years. Give or take, more or less. Prepare a new soulstone because ours expires in 4 minutes. Let's keybind our soulstone. Not keybind, but put it there. for quick access as well. Don't want to look in my bag every time I want to put a soul stone on someone, right? This whole bottom right action bar, and I might could have used the right hand side action bar for the same purpose. I usually make either this one here or this one here my kind of like random shit bar. Stuff that I don't want to keybind, but it is important enough that I want to have it on a bar for access. That's a master's degree. It really is. 2 years or all those hours. Really is a master's degree. So we only need 8 more of these cool boar tusks. I'm sure we'll be able to grab some over here. Anybody watching in, hello, I'm glad to have you here hanging out. We are in the Barrens, only momentarily though. We are questing out the Barrens on our way to level 21, which will lead into 22 and 23, which will lead into, I believe, a run of Shadowfang Keep tonight. Tino Morsing says, mine added up is a bit above 1,100 days played since beta. Well, there's a true hero right there. That is a true hero of the Horde and or Alliance, depending on which he prefers. Hello, Teening. Tino, sorry. Do you still play WoW, Tino? And are you playing on Legion currently? Be interesting to know. Trying to keep our downtime as low as possible using our life tap. Very handy. As long as I don't pull threat off the Void Walker, which isn't really even possible currently. I don't have to worry about dying. I can use my Drain Life to fill my HP back up. And we don't have to stop to drink. And that right there is what makes Warlock almost as fast to level as Hunter, but not quite. Been invited to a group. I'm sorry, but I'm almost done here, guys. I only need 3 more tusks, now 1. Oh, somebody grabbed that one. Let's pull the pet back. I played Legion for a month, then it got boring, but I'm playing on NOS PvE Realm and preparing for January 7th. Everything that you just said in the chat to 99 percentile is exactly the truth for me, except I've been playing Legion for about 2 months. Then it got boring, and now I'm playing on NOS PvE, and I'm preparing for January 7th. So you almost described me to a T. I haven't logged into Legion in a couple days now. I really need to, if only to update my artifact knowledge, because that's the carrot on a stick of Legion, and I do need to make sure I'm always training a new rank of artifact knowledge, even if I'm a little bit tired of the game. If I choose to return to it, I'm going to regret not having trained artifact knowledge. We've got our tusks there, boys. Let's head out of here. We will stop by the crossroads to turn in Consumed by Hatred and get our nice 3 stamina, 3 intellect belt. Afterwards, we will be going to Orgrimmar to do Love's Gift. I can Hearth there. That'll save some time. And why am I using my Void Walker? It says that these skills are already known, but when I purchased them, it did not say that they were already known, so I got kind of ripped off. It's okay. We will be getting our Succubus quest completed in Ogremar. After that, it will be back to Stonetalon Mountains. I think I'll just fly into the camp, Sunrock Retreat. And we'll be continuing to quest out that zone. Though they are yellow and orange to me. I don't like that. The quests there are yellow and orange. Still a bit confused on what class to play. I mained rogue with warrior paladin alt back then. Got to the 4 horsemen and next, so one thing is sure, horde time this time. Yes, I will be playing on horde. I will be an orc warlock just like what you see here. Back in vanilla, I only got 4 or 5 bosses and knacks down. We did Anubra Khan. We did Instructor Resuvius. We did Grand Widow Farlina. We did Patchwork. And I think we were wiping on Menexa, that spider boss. So maybe it was 4 or 5. Something like that. 4 or 5 bosses we killed in Naxxramas back in vanilla. And the whole, like, my main goal of returning to Elysium on the 7th, I want to complete Nax. I know that that might take 18 months or whatever, but who cares? It's going to be a lot of fun in the meantime. Alright, I need to soulstone myself again next time we get into battle. My soulstone has worn off. So let's see, shredding machines, what is that? Is that an orange quest or a red quest? It's orange, so we can do that quest. We can also pick up this Grinzo's Orders. That's a level 22 quest, that's right around our level. So we'll be coming back through here to knock out those quests. But first, we will complete Consumed by Hatred for our boy Mankirk. I feel very bad for Mankirk. He's a great man. He did nothing wrong. He doesn't deserve this fate. His wife, R.I.P. But we have completed his Consumed by Hatred. We've gotten the Grassland Sash. And we're equipping that because it's an upgrade. Now we will hearth to Ogremar. Ali C says, which class was your High Warlord character? It was an Enhancement Shaman. All throughout retail vanilla, I played an Enhancement Shaman. I raided as an Enhancement Shaman. A lot of times people in the raids thought that I was healing when I was really just DPSing as Enhancement. But I loved Enhancement Shaman. I loved it, loved it. I loved PvPing as Enhance. I loved running around randomly getting huge Wind Fury crits in PvE. Even though Enhancement is not very good for PvE. I still liked playing it, so that's what I did. Exactly my goals as well. Right now, leaning towards Shaman. The last few years, I started to enjoy healing, so I want to experience the chaos of 40-man healing. I have healed 40-man healing, 40-man raids as a Resto Shaman, and the chaos of 40-man healing as a Restoration Shaman is you press chain heal, chain heal, chain heal, chain heal, chain heal, chain heal, chain heal. That is the chaos of 40-man raid healing as a Shaman. Not to discourage you from doing that, just letting you know. That is, that's how it plays out for you. Alright, we're turning in our quest here. Love's Gift. And And I'm hoping the very next follow-up that we'll be getting is to summon and control a succubus. Yep, summon and subdue a succubus. Perfect. So this quest right here, very, very, very filled with traveling. Lots of traveling required. But it wasn't so bad, because we already had all the flight paths we needed. Alright, let's summon a succubus. Have you heard about the Jules Eacher theory? I have not. I've never heard of that before. Maybe you could enlighten me as to what that is. Alright, quest complete. Let's go turn this in real quick. And we should receive... Yep. Oh, there it is. You will also receive small soul pouch. That's fantastic. So that is another reason why we will not be skipping this quest. A little added perk, soul pouch. I'm really pleased to see that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let us exchange our 8-slot bag for a 10-slot bag. And then we will exchange that 8-slot bag for our soul pouch that we can keep stocked with soul shards at all times. Says that item doesn't go in that container. I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, that's an enchanted resonite crystal. It has the same appearance as a soul shard. Alright, so we have 2 soul shards on us. Let's get out of here. Let's fly over to Stonetalon Mountains, Sunrock Retreat. We'll continue our questing there. Yeah, that's true, but the more fun will come from doing enhancement PvP. Yes, it really will. It's very rewarding, and I think you will enjoy it a lot. It's super RNG. I mean, like, if you're playing Legion now, I'm sure you perhaps have heard Outlaw rogues complain that their class is RNG. Enhancement Shaman is the most RNG out of anything that's ever been, in my opinion. You're either going to get wrecked or you're going to one-shot something, and there's no in-between for the most part. Very fun when things go your way, though. Very fun when things go your way like 2 or 3 times in a row. It makes really good footage if you're recording. Alright, so we're flying to the Sunrock Retreat here, guys. We're going to pick up our questing. I am going to use the restroom real quick, and I hope you guys can hang tight for just a moment. I'll be right back. Alright, everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that. We're still on our way to the Sunrock Retreat. Just tabbing out of the game real quick while we're flying. You guys see a frame loss for a second? That would be why. Apologize. And we're back in. And guys, I thank all of you for watching. I appreciate having you guys here. If you like the channel, I would hope that you would subscribe to the channel. You don't have to, but it'll let you see when I'm doing more live streams. I've been doing them every day, sometimes twice a day. Lots of vanilla WoW content, lots of vanilla WoW live streams. And coming January 7th, there's going to be even more. I'll be focusing on Elysium full time. Peter Fusick, hello Peter, says, what was the best group PvP class in vanilla? I've heard mages and warriors. Rogue is probably the best PvP class in vanilla, I would say. A warrior with any type of healer is going to dominate in vanilla. If you have a warrior with a priest or a paladin, especially a warrior with a paladin that can give Hand of Freedom or Blessing of Freedom, he's going to be very hard to stop. Mages are good in PvP as well, in group PvP. I would say probably those three. Mage, warrior with the annotation of with healer, and rogue. I'm planning on PvPing heavily as Warlock, though. I think Warlocks are middle of the pack when it comes to vanilla PvP, but I feel that they can be exceptional with their toolkit if you CC properly. They have quite a few silences, fears, interrupts, and then you have your pet, which is another aspect to it. I think Warlocks can be exceptional. Once again, we're floating in the sky. I think Warlocks can be exceptional if you use it properly in vanilla PvP. And that's what I'm going to try to do. Let's vendor our gear here. Would like to repair at the same time, but it's not the end of the world if we don't, honestly. We haven't died recently. Surprisingly, we haven't died recently. That's a first. So, let's clear out our bags here. We have an extra deep moss egg. Don't need that. We have an extra quillboar tusk. Don't need that. This control console operating manual we don't need. This lieutenant's insignia we don't need. Alright. Let's soulstone ourselves just in case we die while we're out here. And let's head over into this Windshear Crag, guys. There's going to be one quest to complete as soon as we arrive. We're going to do the shredding machines, and we're also going to pick up Garenzo's orders. I don't know if we're going to do this Earth and Arise. It's so far away. It's all the way at the end of that cave, too, and I would have to kill an elite that is of questionable solo ability because he can't be targeted by spells for whatever reason. So we may just leave him there. We may just skip this quest for now, the Earth and Arise. It's looking like a lot of our quests here for Stonetalon Mountains are red. We are very close to hitting level 21, and I feel like once we do, a lot of these red quests will become orange. But with that being said, you know, this is why we check first before we do it, right? It's kind of starting to look like I'm running dry of quests here. I could always grind some XP for an additional level, but we'll see. Up to this point, we have not really grinded mobs for XP. We've only quested, and we've done 2 dungeons. We've done RFC with a full quest log, and we've done Wailing Caverns with a full quest log. Alright, we've got a quest here. that wants me to go where? What is the name of the quest? Garenzo Wrench Whistle? Northeast of here, far above Craighool Lake, near the water wheel. So they want me to go up here to get a mechanical arm, but the quest is level 27 in red. I'm doubting my ability to solo that quest. We're looking for an XT Mark 9 and an XT Mark 4 shredding machine as we make our way over to Garenzo's orders. If it's just one level 27 mob with no ads whatsoever... Ooh, why did my pet run off there? If it's just one level 27 mob with no ads whatsoever, we probably could take him down. I'm starting to really flesh out the toolkit. I have a lot of spells now at my disposal. He'd resist a lot, but I think we could manage it. Especially once we hit level 21. We're very close to hitting level 21. So as we run here, guys, we're looking for these shredders. XT9 and XT4. And I suppose we'll kill some loggers that are in our way for XP. Fill up our soul shard bag too. The soul pouch is a godsend, and there's even a little number on the bottom right hand corner that shows me how many soul shards I have inside, so I don't even need to open it. I've never played a Warlock before, guys, so things like these are new to me. That's awesome, though. Getting closer and closer to the Kresno's quest, and I'm still just keeping my eyes peeled for these shredders. I was in this valley earlier and we encountered one, and I killed it. Didn't know what it was for. Now that we have the actual quest to kill it, we can't find it. Get another soul shard for the bag. The Voidwalker is starting to run a little bit. I think that's maybe where the threat generation problems start to stem from later on in leveling. But we're going to help him out a little bit because we will be taking improved Voidwalker. 3 levels from now, we'll start dumping points in improved Voidwalker. Until then, he's got to hold up for us, though. He's got to be able to maintain threat. Another soul shard for the bag. Why not, right? Try to get it full up to 12 so I never have an excuse anymore when I don't have these things. Such as my health stone, my soul stone. Alright, the guy that I'm looking for perhaps is inside of this cave. That's what it's looking like. Still have not seen either shredder, the XT9 or the XT4. So that's a little curious, something to note. We'll make a pass back through this valley after we do this quest, and we will be looking for them a little bit more thoroughly than we were previously. Come on, pet, let's go. I think we're about to aggro like 3 things here. All right, boys. All right, boys. This is see what we can do here. Pet's holding up all right, but he's gonna go down, and when he drops, that's really bad news for me. We've aggroed more. I'd like to kill... No, we need to leave. Just used my health stone. I'm not sure if it even healed me. But we are dead. We aggroed way too many things. And it's sort of my own fault for sending my pet in the way that I did. But this mine, I've never visited this mine before, is jam-packed with kobolds. A lot of kobolds. And I'm not sure how I would have pulled in that room without getting like 5 or 6 of them on me. So as always, if you're new to the channel, or if you're old to the channel, just to know, you guys can always say whatever's on your mind here. It doesn't bother me. If you have a question or a comment, type it in the chat, and I'll be happy to read it and discuss it with you. And if not, you don't have to say anything at all. I just hope you're enjoying the channel. Maybe we can res on the other side of these mobs, although I ran away for my life, so I doubt it. There are alliance here, and if this were a PvP server, I think there might be some PvP going on in here. Warlocks at level 1 have 200 less mana than mages. Legit Blizzard. Yep. Looks like our cave is clear here. So let's quickly res. Start moving towards this quest mob back here. Let's get the Voidwalker out. All right. Clearing our way to this little back room for this quest. I'm not sure if this is efficient or not. It seems like we've gone a lot of our ways out of our way to get to this quest. Let's see just what it is, what they want us to do. And we've aggroed 4 mobs now. Boy, this cave is just really hard to see what's going on. Hopefully I can get some help from these other players, maybe. I'm gonna start running. I could die again here, to be honest with you guys. Depending on if things have respawned behind me. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking like there's no dead. So one thing I'm learning is that this cave is not really a good idea at all. I'm starting to kind of see maybe why people skip the Stonetalon Mountains. I don't want to say that for certain yet, because if you guys see, look how many quests I have up here. I have so many quests all in these areas, but I think this is like for like level 25 or so, and we are level 20. So we're a little bit low level to be doing these quests, and the quests that are down here for like level 18 to 22, they are they're pretty rough. They're pretty rough. They're very spread apart. As you can see from me being in this mine, it's hard to even make a pull really without getting 5 or even more mobs on me at the same time. So I think I may just leave this cave. I think I may just try to find the 2 shredders, XT4 and XT9. We're very, very painfully close to level 21. I am about a bubble and a half away from level 21. Perhaps that'll open up some new questing avenues for me. But to be entirely honest with you guys, short of going to the Barrens or Ashenvale to continue questing, I'm starting to see a, oh god, I don't know if I can even make it out of here alive. Nope, dead again. I'm starting to see a bit of a roadblock when it comes to questing, that Stonetalon Mountains is not really able to propel me all the way through from like 18 to 26 or 27. It will be nice to return here to do all of these, but I need to pack on about 2 more levels, and I'm not really sure where to do that other than Southern Barrens or an Ashenvale up here. I could go to South Shore. I could level up in South Shore in Hillsbrad Footholds, but you have to remember I am simulating the Elysium server. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of people in these zones, and I'm not wanting to be in the Barrens. I'm not wanting to be in South Shore or Ashenvale. Elite says, see, this is why you spam dungeons in a group. Well, see, that's kind of true, and this is the first time that this issue has really surfaced. So the questing has been incredibly viable. The alternative questing route has been incredibly viable up till about level 18. And now it's just not looking good. Like I said, this looks good to me. Just looking at this, let's see how many quests do we have. And keep in mind, many of these will have follow-up quests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll count 6. I have at least 6 quests for this upper region of Stonetalon, many of which will have follow-up quests. It looks juicy. It looks like a big potential for EXP, but we're just 2 levels, if not 3 levels short of being able to be there. And, I mean, this Windshear Digger Cave, I mean, I'd prefer never to come back here again. No, I'm not dying 3 times in a row. I'm sorry. Get off. But yeah, so this quest, not very viable, but this is how you learn. There's only one way to learn, by trying it out ourselves. So I've now learned that I will never do that quest on January 7th or the day following, whatever it may be. So let's go look for these shredders. We're looking for XT7 and we're looking for XT4. XT4 and 9, something like that. Drain life to get some of our health back, and then we will life tap to bring it back down. The endless cycle. Dangerously low on health. I wish I had some food or drink, but I don't. And a little bit of a rut here. I just passively regenerate some health and mana while we look for these shredders. I cannot seem to see them. Oil spill. I think you fish oily blackmouths out of those oil spills, if I'm not mistaken. It's funny, when I came here to do the quest to kill Venture Co. loggers, a shredder randomly padded on top of me, and I didn't even see it, and so I had to fight it. And now that I have the quest to kill them, there are none in sight whatsoever. We just got some Seer's Gloves, plus 4 Spirit. I'll take the 4 Intellect over that, though. Still eyes open for these shredders, boys. Questy says that they could be anywhere here. XT4 and XT9. But as you can see, I'm not sure how efficient it is just running all over BFE trying to find this guy. We can take a peek at Garenzo, whatever his name is up here. The quest is a level 27 quest. But with that being said, oh, here's the corpse of XT4. Great. Your favorite troll. Hello, how are you, sir? Who would win in a battle, a warlock or a dwarf shadow priest with the fear ward ability? I don't think you could really judge that without seeing it for yourself, I think. Clearly the fear ward will help him in that encounter, but I don't think it's a sure win by any means just by having that. There is a CD on the fear ward ability, so probably the lock. And the warlock's racial skill is what? Stone form that removes bleeds and I mean, I think stone form is good, but I think it boosts your armor and removes bleeds, so it wouldn't really do much against a warlock. Still looking for these shredders, folks. If I don't see one soon, see, this is just... But again, learning experience. I can't get too frustrated. Learning experience. But being out here roaming around aimlessly looking for a shredder that may or may not even spawn, it's not very efficient for XP. It'd be better if there was a lot of these loggers around that I could aimlessly kill for XP. But even they are kind of sparse. Oh, here we go. There's XT9. Alright, so we did find one. Let's get to him before he gets tagged by somebody else. I'd like to see my pet taunt him. That'd be cool. Please, before I die, pet. There we go. We're ping-ponging it back and forth. He's immune to drain life. We'll just Shadow Bolt him. He's mechanical. I have to remember that. Resisting all my spells. Alright. So there's XT9. So now we're pretty much locked into completing this quest, right? We just got to get XT number 4. Who spawns on the other side of the river here. I saw his corpse up here. He was killed by another player. So we will head over there. See about killing him when he respawns. Might actually end up eating that haunch of meat that we just looted because I always keep forgetting to buy food and drink. It's really not very efficient when I forget that often. There's the XT4, but someone else has already pulled him. Let's see if we can get in the group with them. There we go. We're in the group. We should get credit on this. Yes, we did. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Perfect. So, quest is completed. Ew. It turns in all the way back down here. Ew. Boys, that is... Ew. We have to run all the way down here. I mean, there's no quicker way. I don't like that at all. We could do Earthen Arise on the way, maybe. But, geez, Stonetalon Mountains has us running. That's surprising to me. I kind of figured that it would complete in the Sunrock Retreat, which is nearby. But it does not. It completes all the way back down that trail at the entrance to the zone. So, once we are finally able to turn this in, or probably sooner to be honest, because we're so close, it looks like I only need about 2 more kills, we will be level 21. We get to level 21, we'll be putting another point into Demonic Embrace, and that will put us at 5 out of 5. Next, we'll be putting points into Improved Voidwalker, which will help our pet hold aggro. It will increase the efficiency of his self-heal. Increase the efficiency of all his abilities. His sacrifice, which I can sack him to put a shield on myself. Improved by 10, 20, and then finally 30%. Very useful for solo leveling. Not so much for group play. Probably the improved imp a little bit better for that. And then I think I will be heading back to the Affliction Tree, and we'll be fleshing out the Affliction Tree a little bit further once we get 3 points in Improved Voidwalker. Just for leveling, that is, though, because at level 60, I'm going to be SM Ruin, and that is, where's Ruin? Ruin right here, and then Shadow Mastery is where is Shadow Mastery? There it is. So it's an Affliction Destruction build. Apologize for the downtime here, doing a little bit of running. There's really no quicker way to move around in vanilla until you get to level 40 and get your slow mount. Or level 60 when you get your 100% speed mount. If you need to go someplace, you run there. And the only way for me to complete this quest is to run all the way back to the entrance of the zone. Is this very efficient? I don't think so. But we were kind of just testing out to see whether or not Stonetalon Mountains would be efficient around level 20. And I think the answer is no. You can see all these quests waiting for me for my mid-20s. But for my low 20s, there's really nothing. If you guys just are stopping in, I'm glad to have you here. And always here, you can feel free to speak in the chat, and I will read what you have to say. If you have a question or anything like that, and even if you don't, that's fine too. So we're about halfway there now, guys. Oh, I just put it on auto run. I'm trying to get to run SFK. I'd like to run SFK tonight. I'm going to be streaming in the evening after supper time and after I spend a little bit of time with my family and my girlfriend. I would like to do SFK, but I don't know exactly what level I should be for that. I think 22 or 23 is generally considered a good level for SFK. Does the GM of Get Cucked have to be Tauren? Why would the GM of Get Cucked be Tauren, MGK? Does the GM of Get Cucked have to be Tauren? Oh, because he's just don't even answer that. I don't know why I didn't process things in my head, but I know exactly what you mean, and I guess it would make sense because what he is, if he's performing the cuckery, he would have to be a Tauren. So I think you're right about that. Yes, I see. I get it. Oh shit. Alright. Guess we'll fight this random shit on the way. It's like a lot levels lower than us. Whatever. A little bit of XP. And we're lazy. We don't want to run in a different direction right now. One or two more of these should level us up to level 21. I should have my hearth set to Sunrock Retreat right now. Up here. Instead of Ogremar. I can always fly to Ogremar to train, but you guys can see how far I'm running every time. It might be more beneficial to have my hearth up there. Alright, so we're going to turn in this quest here, Shredding Machines. It will undoubtedly level us up to 21. And at that point, I'm really going to have to make a determination as to what I'm doing next. I think I'm still too low of level to quest out the rest of the zone. I know I said I would leave Barrens and not go to Ashenvale, or not go to South Shore. Maybe I could go to Ashenvale, pick up the flight points, and just quest out this hub right here, because I've said in the past, I really enjoy this Zoram Strand, I think it's called, quest hub. And part of the end quests there give you quests for BFD, Black Fathom Depths. I'm surprised Stonetalon stalled out. It seems you shouldn't have that problem. I don't know why it has. I've kind of done all the quests though. There's this quest here, Earth and Arise. The mob is bugged. I can't hit him with spells. It's like the first bug I've really encountered in the game. I can't target him with spells. And he's also a level 20 elite. So I'm not sure I'll be able to complete that at all. And this quest is available to me here, Garenzo's Orders. I died in this cave a lot because it's almost impossible to pull. There's kobolds in that cave. It's almost impossible to pull without pulling like 5 at a time. I don't know really how I would get to the quest without being in a small group, because I just can't handle that many kobolds at once. And everything else is just not ready for me. This looks awesome, and I'm like really pumped. That's a whole level there, right there. But I just can't do them at my low level. So there we go, Shredding Machines. It has no follow-up. See, that's not even very beneficial. We ran all this way just to turn that in. But we are level 21 now. We are going to put a last point in Demonic Embrace. Improve Voidwalkers coming soon. And I guess, guys, I'm going to go over here to Zoram Strand. See if I can't get a level out of that hub, but I don't think so. There's a lot of quests in that hub, but it might only be like half a level's worth. So, I think this is a good stopping point as any, guys. I'm going to turn off the stream for now. Go have some dinner. Here, let me shut off the music here. I'm going to turn off the stream, go get some dinner, spend some time with the family, and then I will be streaming again later tonight. I'll keep leveling up the Warlock. I might play a different game for a little bit, but I will be playing Nostalrius. Head into SFK later tonight, most likely. I'm looking forward to it. And guys, I appreciate you watching as always. I always appreciate you watching. It means a lot to me. It's good to have you here. If you like the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It'll let you know when I'm streaming more in the future, and I'd love to have you back. So with that being said, take care, everybody.